Myself, Kamal Kishore Sharma, lecturer, Electronics Department, Government Polytechnic College, Jodhpur. Today I am deliver e-lecture on generation, propagation and distribution of action potential. To understand action potential, first we know what is the bioelectric potential. The ionic voltage produces as a result of the electrochemical activity of certain special type of cells are known as bioelectric potentials. Transducers are used to convert ionic potential into electrical voltages. These signals can be measured and interpreted usefully in a meaningful way to aid the physician in diagnosis and treatment of various diseases. Certain systems of the body generate their own monitoring signals while carrying out their various functions. These signals convey useful information about the functions they represent. These signals are ionic voltages, that is bioelectric potentials. Bioelectric potentials are generated due to nerve conduction, brain activity, heartbeat, muscle activity, etc. A special type of cells such as nerve and muscle cells of human body are encased in a semi-permeable membrane. The semi-permeable membrane permits some substance to pass through while others are not permitted. This has been established through experiments. The ions inside the membrane are called internal cell fluid and the ions outside the membrane called external cell fluid, as shown in figure 1. When the semi-permeable membrane is in normal condition, the sodium ions remains outside the membrane. In the normal condition, the sodium ions cannot pass through the membrane. However, potassium ion can pass through the membrane as permeability of potassium ion is too high as compared to sodium ions. If the membrane is stimulated or excited, the characteristics of membrane changes. Therefore, the sodium ions can enter as shown in figure 2. Once the membrane is stimulated, all the sodium ions can enter the membrane. At the same time, potassium ion try to leave the cell. The distribution of ion is as follows. For sodium ions, internal cell fluid ions 60, but external cell fluid ions is 110. For potassium ion, internal cell fluid ions is 120 and external cell fluid ions is only 20. And for chloride ion, internal cell fluid ions is 45, whereas external cell fluid ions 100. The bioelectric signal produced in human body are due to coordinated activity of the large group of excitable cells. The amplitude and frequency range of such bioelectric signals are as follows. For the heart, the bioelectric potential is 50 microvolt to 5 microvolt, it is the amplitude of that potential, and 0.05 to 100 hertz, it is the frequency for the hard bioelectric potentials. These parameters are used these parameters are used for the recording of ECG. For the brain, bioelectric potential is 2 microvolt to 100 microvolt, it is the amplitude of the signal, and the frequency is 1 to 100 hertz. It is recording for the EEG. For muscles bioelectric potentials, the amplitude is 20 microvolt to 5 microvolt, and the frequency of signal is 10 hertz to 2 kilohertz. It is for the recording of EMG. Now we discuss resting potential. We know that some of the types of cells of the body are encased in a semi-permeable membrane which allow some substance to pass through the membrane, whereas other are not allowed to pass through. We also know that these cells of the body are surrounded by body fluids which are conductive solutions containing charged atoms, that is ions. The prominent ions are sodium, potassium and chloride. The membrane of cell allow entry to potassium and chloride ions, whereas blocks the entry of sodium ions. Various ions seek a balance between the inside of the cell and the outside. The sodium is unable to penetrate the membrane. This results in unbalance of ions concentration and electric charge. The concentration of sodium ions inside the cell becomes much lower than in the intercellular fluid outside. The sodium ions are positive, therefore this makes the outside of the cell more positive than the inside. In an attempt to balance the electric charge, the additional potassium ions which are positive enter the cell, causing a higher concentration of potassium on the inside than on the outside, as shown in figure 3. Thus, charge balance cannot be achieved. Hence, equilibrium is achieved with a potential difference across the membranes. The inside of the cell is negative and outside is positive. This membrane potential is called the resting potential. This potential is maintained until some kind of disturbance is caused to upset the equilibrium. The resting potential range from 60 millivolt to 100 millivolt, as shown in figure 4. Illustrated the resting potential. A cell in the resting state is said to be polarized. Now we discuss action potential. The excitation of a section of cell can be by using the flow of ionic current or any externally applied energy. This excitation of a section of the cell causes change in the characteristics of the membrane, which allows some of the sodium ions to enter. The movement of sodium ions into the cell further accelerates entry of sodium ions. This leads to rush of sodium ions inside the cell, whereas potassium ions try to go outside but are unable to out that fast. The net result is slightly higher potential inside the cell. This potential is known as the action potential, which can be about 20 millivolt. In other words, cell which is excited gets depolarized and leads to action potential. The process of changing from resting state to action potential is called depolarization, as shown in figure 5 and 6. Illustrate depolarization and depolarized state action potential respectively. The whole events in sequence for an action potential take place after applying the stimulus is shown in figure 7. First, we see that membrane permeability for sodium is increased, resulting in sodium ions rush into the cell. The potassium ion of the cell comes out. This process is called the depolarization of cell. Number second, in short, the presence of large number of sodium ions makes the cell positively charged with respect to the outer fluid. The potential at this stage is called the action potential and recorded as about plus 20 millivolt. The cell is said to be depolarized. At this instant, rush of sodium ions is stopped. And third one is, the sodium ions cannot remain inside the cell for longer period. The original equilibrium is to be obtained by exit of sodium ions from the cell and rush of potassium ion into the cell. This process is called the repolarization of the cell and comes back to original resting potential conditions. The typical action potential waveform shown in figure 8. Beginning at the resting potential, depolarization and returning of the resting potential after repolarization. The time scale for action potential depends on the type of cell producing the potential. In nerve and muscles cells, repolarization occurs so rapidly following depolarization that the action potential appears as a spike of as little as 1 millisecond. Total duration. The heart muscles repolarize much more slowly, lasting for 150 to 300 milliseconds after action potential. The potential generated by cell appears to be very large, but in practice the potential measured on the surface of the body is much smaller. This is due to that all cells are not going in the same phase. The integrated or summation of cell potential of different phase leads to be a very small magnitude. Thank you very much. It is all about generation, propagation and distribution of action potential, and it is also differentiate between resting potential and the action potential. This topic is very important for the main examination. Be careful and study carefully. at last. All the best. Thank you very much.